So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Laurie Harden! I heard you had to get right on this mic. How's this? Before I start my highly scripted but spontaneous sounding set, I would like to give a shout out to my dad, and he's the one who I went to the East Coast to be with, and he needed open heart surgery, and there's really nothing funny about that at all. But if you think it's hard to stand up here and try to make people laugh out in the audience, you should try practicing your set on your mom and dad when they're sitting on a hospital bed pre-op, looking at you. Mom, let me practice my set with you. He's doing great, by the way. He was in ICU for a while, and I guess when you're in the hospital, I guess all you want to do is get out. And we're trying to convince him that he was sane enough post-op to get out of ICU. And so the family's there, and I had my ukulele there, we're telling jokes and stuff, and he said, okay. He sits up and he said, now that we've returned those books to the library, we can all go home. And I said, Dad, we almost had you out of here. But you said that out loud. So we're staying. He told me he feels like he's 36, and now he's well enough to be pissed off that they won't let him play tennis till August. Anyway, enough. I digress. What I wanted to talk about today was aging. And you know, back when I was 59 and 11/12ths, I was at the feed store, and the guy at the feed store looked at me and said, senior discount? Do I look like senior discount? And he laughed. Oh, I ask everybody, really? Everybody? Would you ask her? No, I bet you wouldn't ask Megan Kelly if she was up here buying red rocks for her horses. You'd get off asking a question like that. That's something you should just ask once, really. Like that question that we've all asked once. When's the baby due? So now that I qualify for senior discounts, I have a cardiologist. And he told me no more roast beef.
No!
Yeah, I know. Oh, no more roast beef, skinless chicken breast for you, girlfriend. But you know, you look for the bright side when you're my age. And I thought, well, okay, I can repurpose my electric carving knife now because I need it to cut my toenails. Yeah, they're pretty thick. So you know, when women of a certain age get sick, when we start coughing and sneezing and stuff, we don't reach for the Robitussin. No, straight for the panty liners. And you know, I think we've all learned that our parents really left out the fun stuff when they were talking about the birds and the bees. And they really left out a lot of stuff about aging too. And this is the stuff you just have to learn once you get there. Now, do you remember the Ann Landers burn your bra test? Right? So you could only burn your bra if it failed to hold up a pencil. So you do it without a bra, right? So you stick it under there, and if you let go and the pencil stays, bra for you. I think there's some people here that remember that. Well, I'm holding a ukulele up. That's the beauty of aging. And you know, speaking of breasts, I have fond memories. Perky, twin peaks of pleasure. And now they're just fatty appendages. And really, they need to be tamed by highly engineered and at times very expensive straps and hooks. And I mean, these bras are slightly less sexy than a nursing bra because they don't have those peekaboo cups, you know, the ones that just unhook and come down. Now, the other thing I noticed back when I was 59 and 11, 12 is that my lips were disappearing into my face. So the lips that you see here tonight are actually artificially and painfully inflated. Now, in case you thought this was something I did for vanity, you know, I didn't do it for vanity. It's really sort of a defensive maneuver because I figured, I don't know, if my lips are falling into my mouth, you know, my whole face might follow. So I'm going to keep my lips inflated kind of use them as bumpers of sorts, just to make sure my whole face doesn't fall in there. So that's all I've got for you, ladies and gentlemen.